Hi, good evening. Right here we're having Global Game Jam 2018 from Friday to Sunday. For those who do not know what is Game Jam, we have here Mr. Norman Lee, Chairperson of the Game Development Program for College of Saint Benilde. So hi sir, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good
Uh,
evening.
so, so sir, what is Game Jam?
Yeah, actually, the Game Jam, it's an annual event that happens around the world. It's called the Global Game Jam, and it's on its 10th anniversary now. What happens in the Game Jam? Normally, game developers, game designers, game artists, enthusiasts, and anyone who wants to learn how to make games come together in a venue and try and make a game in just 48 hours or roughly around 3 days from Friday evening up until around Sunday afternoon. So normally they make a game around a theme, and a theme is created by the Global Game Jam Committee, and it is spread through the different organizers, just like the College of Benilde as one of the organizers for this year's Global Game Jam.
Sir, for you as the chairperson of the game development program, how could the game jam help the future game designers in terms of working in aspects of creating games?
Okay, so actually for Benilde, we started this around maybe to answer that question, I can give a brief background that we started it around 20, if I'm not mistaken, around 2011. And from that point onwards, we've been running the Game Jam or the Global Game Jam until, of course, recently, this year. So for us, it's part of our entire thrust as a department, and in fact, it is an annual event for us. Wherein we require a bachelor to to participate in the game jam. Normally, these are lower year students in order to open their eyes that they are a part of something big, that they are a part of a global event and a global brotherhood of game developers around the world. Now, the way that we see it, that for students who participate in the game jam, their interest in making games actually increase exponentially because of the game jam and the experience that they are part of it. So we have students that after they're required, the following year they're no longer required. They come back and do the jam, and actually it improves their skill on designing games because you're only given 3 days to make a game. That's very difficult, and so you need to come up with a design or a game design that can fit the production, or sorry, the development time period that is allotted for the game jam. Also for artists and developers or programmers rather, it also increases their skill level in order uh, to to come up with something tangible by the deadline on Sunday. So in a way, the game jam helps each discipline in game design or game development. Um, they increases their capability or their skill level because of the game jam. And on top of that, it was also an opportunity for them to know people outside of school, since the game jam is open to anyone. It's not exclusively for just students in Benilde. We have students from different schools. We have professionals coming in. We have hobbyists coming in. So these are all members of the local industry, wherein the students can interact with them in that 3 days, and in a sense, their network grows. They know more people in the game industry, and actually, it inspires them. At the end of the day, it inspires them that hey, I'm not simply learning something in school, but I'm actually seeing myself being part of this industry on the long haul.
Sir, as you have said earlier, it's this game jam marks the 10th anniversary of the Global Game Jam here in CSB. So, any future plans for the game jam
Yeah.
here?
So actually, it's the 10th anniversary of the Global Game Jam as a global event. But for Benilde, 2011 pa lang. So just to but for future actually one thing that I really wanted to try that I haven't tried yet is a transnational game jam. So I would love to have something like that maybe by next year. Like we're gonna partner with the different schools outside of the Philippines, and then you have a team here in the Philippines, team with a members of that team in another in that school outside of the Philippines, and they're gonna work through the internet, of course, and then they're gonna come up with a game. So I hope that's something that's possible that we'll be able to pull off. But I would love to do something like that in the future. That there is this collaboration with schools hosting a game jam, and in fact, maybe members of the student populace or students in one school partnering with the students in another school in a totally different country, working together in making a game for the game jam. So that's one of the plans or future plans that we hope to be able to do in the future.
So that concludes our interview with Mr. Norman. So thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yep.